Welcome to Witch Hunt, the show bringing you news of the ongoing crisis of harmful practices related to accusations of witchcraft and ritual attacks. I'm Josh Hutchinson.
And I'm Sarah Jack. Today, we are discussing a critical and contemporary issue, violence against persons accused of witchcraft.
Around the world, accusations of witchcraft continue to lead to horrific acts of violence. These accusations often result in social ostracism, physical assaults, and even murder.
Joining us today is a remarkable guest who has dedicated her life to fighting against these injustices. Sashiprava Bindhani, a human rights advocate and a legal expert from the Indian state of Odisha, has been at the forefront of combating witch hunting and advocating for the protection of vulnerable individuals. Can you tell us about what a public interest litigation is and how you have used that to raise awareness and change minds?
As I mentioned, before, when it is coming public interest litigation, before that, I had a very good another public interest litigation. So that gets me think do these things also. And when in 2011 it happened in my life, I was having a major operation. So my husband called me from Bangalore, where I am now. So he was there at that time. What? Doing it already? You see the today's newspaper. This is a full page news item. The girl is holding the beheaded the body of the sister's mother-in-law with one aluminium bucket, that big ball. So they are holding, and that photograph came up. They get body there. Doing what for last few years? Why you are not going for filing a public investigation? That was in the month of May. May 10th, 2011. I filed it 2011, July 15th. Last part of the July, last year. It came up in the High Court. On 3rd of August. The matter was taken by the High Court on 3rd of 2011. So this, before that, in 2007, 8, there was different type of violence in Odisha. And in 2008, August, there was a situation, one religious, I'm not religious that, but I'm stating the incident was killed on the district of Kurban. So I was looking after the unit of human rights law network in Odisha. I was the state director for human rights law network. So they, the public litigation, they are filing public litigation, filing cases of law for the prevention of human rights. Different area. Maybe you can Google HRLA. So it is a national organization. And my orientation was also on human rights when I joined in 1985, the district court. The completion of my law, I joined the lawyer in the district bar in my rooms. So I joined the group, those who were working for the human rights at that time. I met my husband there. For the last grade 5. And I started working with them that time. What happened at this case, in this case, Fulbani, when one religious guru was killed by people, so there was a lot of violence all over the state and all over India. So there was mass part of people. When a particular leader came to that place and marched from one place to another place about 40 kilometers with team members, people who had been killed or his way through other place. So you are being informed because I was one the state director for that organization. So I was informed, then I started intimating the district collector about. Later on, some lawyers might go were taking into custody. Uh, there is no details information how they are being taken into custody of the police. But what happened? I went to court of law for 2 days of killing of the Dharma Guru, then asking the police the special protection for the people who have fled away to the forest because of the situation in that area. Then it was not possible for me to uh, go and meet people, but I could give an interim order to the government to depute more forces there. But during that time, group of people came up with a campaign that they will march from particular place all over place of the state. During this period, when I asked for the rapid action force for protection of the people, those who were not in the villages, and this march of the leader, there was violence through the state, through the district all over India. About 28 states were affected, and all through the state, 30 districts were affected by that. Lot of people were being killed, and lot of destruction was also attacked because of that type of march. Then I could not able to find any further cases before the court of law in Odisha. We then that march after after March incident by another group of people. Then I went for the head of the organization, Kalin Kansalvi. But he told me that can you file this in the if you give me all the details. Then I gave the detailed paper cutting of the Orissa state. It was not in any other language, but I hand translated this things in English. My point was here that if a march from a place to another place is about 30 kilometers, it, as aftermath of that march can create such type of violent situation all through the country and the state. Then the march all through the state can ignite the war. Then Supreme Court gave order. No, the march cannot be before 2 days. One day before the march, well, the court gave this order. That was the conflict. Gave me that taking newspaper cutting, giving your reason with the prima facie, you can file any case for the interest of public. When this thing happened, made one, and I had lot of newspaper cutting and the analysis of the case was 2007 to 2010 in my one, where all case related to something where Mr. SGR case. So I talked to my friend, senior lawyer in the Odisha High Court. Then we drafted, I told that we can take the reference of another case in India, that Visakha guideline. It is that guideline later on become the prevention of sexual harassment and the working place law guideline. So we took the reference of this thing, then we approached the High Court. Public interest litigation is that if, as you asked, that it is for the interest of the public, if the court that necessary, then court take the decision about such type of cases and can give judgment. But this is a very historic judgment. You can say that the state, the High Court, has given the direction to the state government to have a separate guideline. My case was filed in 2011 July, and it was taken. The first date was 3rd of August 2011, and 2012 another petitioner also joined co-applicant in 2012 April. And then the decision was kept aside to consider their application, and the court gave the order to the high state government to frame a guideline for within 1 year. They should also place bill before the assembly and have a correct end. And I have shared the document with you. You can find in the para 10 and para 13. Para 13 is about the preventive measures. What type of preventive measures the state government takes. Very specifically, they have given the order. So I am also following the order of the High Court till today and the action taken by the government. By 2013, 13, October, November 3, it was placed before the assembly in 2014, February, the legislation can post. 2014 also I have shared another document. The government came out with one specific that all the cases shall be taken as state practice. I mean, from the very beginning, the crime branch will follow it till it is being disposed of by the district court. It is a process where the both police and the court will be careful enough to ensure that the case has been processed and the case has been disposed. In 2022 October, that was the maybe where 9 persons had been convicted as for punished for the offense they made by killing people and also burning them, and also after burning they have already put them into the that is covered in the soil, and they made all the evidence and everything, removed the evidence. Lot of other crime was also been committed by them. The thing is that here I would like to say, when we are talking about PIL, we are talking of the justice and the law. The law ultimately all the final decisions are being taken by them. So as per the rule of law, we will not quote them to implement the law. Still, that is the responsibility of all. So I'm also looking at making people aware of the citizens' right and responsibility that way. So isolatedly, no judiciary, no police people can perform their work efficient for this. PIL is one the tool one can go and use for the public interest. But it is not being that means the responsibility of the court of law or the police is not ending there. But it is again the beginning of general citizens to support the whole process of implementation. It is very much not in the mind of the people in general that they have a greater responsibility to support the process of the implementation of the law for the people. When we are saying that there is no one is dahan, alleging anyone's dahan is punishable in the law. It's crime. And alleged crime, alleging someone in any name, whether it is Dani or we or Diane or student.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
And thank you for tuning in to this episode of Witch Hunt.
Join us every week.
Have a great today. and a beautiful tomorrow.